Good afternoon. Sorry, good afternoon. The chairman, Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center and Legal Department, co-comrades and legal viewers. Our Queen is Solution alive from 93 Allen Avenue branch will have a domestic violence case reported by Ms. Rose Ubon Umore against Mr. Ubon Umore. The both parties are live in our office. Please join us as we intervene for a peaceful resolution. Visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. Thank you once again and God bless you. Okay, Madam, let's hear from you. Please sit up and speak up. What is the issue? What is your complaint against
I'm here to complain a matter that have been happening in my home. So it happened that November last year. So before he was a pastor, he's a pastor. So before they ordained him, he came to Yanapaja here for the work. So they now
Set
enter
aside the topic.
he enter one chance. So at the grace of God, God saved him out of the one chance. When he got home, he starts being angry that it was my brother that organized people that come and do
Due
him.
to room temperature water for them.
That it was my brother that ordered some people that come and do people. And I said, how come? He said because there was a time he came there, he called my brother that he want to enter motor. My brother advised him not to enter motor at under bridge that they used to park people there, that people used to enter one chance there. So that day, he now went to under bridge. Unlucky for him, now enter wrong motor. So the matter was so serious that he now said that I'm the one that gave my brother information that he went to that area, started fighting me, beating me, carry cutlass. I was sitting down, carry cutlass that he will kill me, that I'm a bad woman, carry cutlass, wipe me, wipe me, wipe me. As if that one is not enough. So that case, after his ordination, so we are now living as if we are not living. Sometimes I will cook, he will not eat the food. So later, towards the November ending, I'm doing business. I'm a food stuff seller in the market. All of a sudden, he will tell me that I will not go to market today. What am I selling? This. My mate, is it time that be giving me time, all that kind of stuff. And I say, you did not even allow me to sell this market. Say I've been selling this market for over how many years? What is the outcome of it? I say now I'm doing this business. Sometimes you have, you give me. Sometimes you not have. I'll manage from there. He said, they don't want you to do anything. That is it the market that my mate are selling. I should go and find look for. I should stop it. You know, frustrating me not to be doing something. So there was a day like that. He did not even. He just because he did not give me money to food. There's garri, there's rice in the house. So I manage as I used to manage, take small thing from my business and I use it to cook. So I now send my daughter to thank you. I now send my daughter to cook the soup that I will soon join the house. So my daughter cook. So that night, that morning, Sunday morning, we went to the church. Coming back, we did not see him at all. We thought that maybe he just went out, he will coming back soon. So I waited through urgent. I said, I've not seen my husband. So I now called that night. As usual, he put my call, the call divert. When I call, the call will not go through. Sometimes it will ring, it will not pick. I now zero my mind. So I now try to call one of his friends. I said, Akunle, did you see my husband? He now said yes. That what happened? That I said, I'm nothing. Did you see him? He said yes, that two of them were together. And I said, see oh, I did not know that I've been calling him, the number was not going, that this one. And I said, that, and he did not tell him anything. So he now came back after 2 weeks. Not that he traveled, it's within Lagos, VGC to Lakwe. He did not come back. After 2 weeks, now came back. Came back midnight. And I said, what happened? And he now called me to open the door, the down upstairs. So when I came down with anger in me, I said, ah. So initially I don't want to open it. I forced myself to go and open it. When I open it, he now say, he was saying, you know, I went inside the room. So when I went inside the room, he now came and say, ah, he was trying to say I should get out from the room, that he want to use inside, he want to sleep inside him as normal he used to do when he get annoyed. And I said, this one, I'm not going out the room. You are the one to go and sleep in the parlour. Let me sleep in the room. So at the end, he was begging me everything. So I now forgive him. So the last one he did, and I said, ah, that this kind of thing I cannot even bear it again. Was the one, the other we are in the parlour, as the matter is still going. So he now order the child, the son, to take away the television, to take the remaining rice and garri out of the house, to go and throw it in the dustbin. I was sitting down, I was not saying anything. So later he now face me, say, I'm talking, you are. So I was just sitting down, to be doing he now say, I'm talking, you are still doing you cannot talk abi, you cannot talk abi. He was saying, you cannot talk abi, you cannot talk abi. Before I know it, he started beating me, blowing me, beating me seriously. I now send my son, my daughter, to go and call one.
How old is your son?
17. My daughter, I send my daughter, is 16. I now send him to go and call
Is that your daughter to take television or your son to take
my
television?
son.
How old is he?
Is seven, that is 17 this year.
Hmm?
17.
This incident you are talking about happened this year.
No, last November.
Last year November.
Yes.
Okay, you will have to summarize. Let's see the recent one. What such?
Yes. What's brought to recent one was he now the other one, the other two were in school. So just of a reason, I don't know what happened. So when I hear from them, because he was saying he was coming to my place to come and settle the case and other thing, that he need the children back to him when I was leaving. So that December last year,
You backed out.
I take my the clothes. I picked some clothes. My bag was still inside the house. I just take some clothes that I
That
wore.
was when he was beating you.
No, after the beating.
Mm.
After the beating. So he came one early after the beating, chased me and the children, all of us away. We slept at one of his friend, church members' house. Early morning, he now came, said that he's sorry, that he didn't know what come over him. And I said, ah, yeah, I don't have problems since you have said you are sorry. But the sorry, I'm still looking at it that maybe he has something in mind. That so, and we now went back to the house. So he now started that he will sleep inside the room and lock me in the parlour, sleeping with the children in the parlour and the ties,
Can you speak up?
on the ties. So after that, the two children get admission, they went back to their school. So the incident continued. No money for food with the other two that is with me. So I'm still sleeping, I will cook, he will not eat. Then I decided not to cook again. He will go outside and eat and carry bottle water and come back home and just feel so he said he will not give me money again to cook, that if he give me money to cook, that let his name not be what he's getting. And I said, no problem. And I see that is a kind of the matter. I don't really know what is disturbing him. So I now decided to December, I now carry my two children, carry my small bag. We now went to my brother place, my father place and stay. So after I did not let him know, early morning we move. So after 2 weeks, he now call. He did not call immediately that I did not see my wife and children. It was in the after 2 weeks, he now call say, he now call my uncle. My uncle said, is it now that you be supposed to be calling that your wife and your children left the house? They not even bother to call to ask. Say,
That was how long? How many months interval before he called?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. So my uncle now said, that means you people are not in good term. He now said there is nothing wrong. My uncle said you are lying, that there is something, there is nothing.
So eventually, that one was last year, right?
Yeah, December. So this year, what brought me here is he drove the two children that are under his custody, that they are going to school. When they came back, they are doing their SUES, they are in the school. So when they came back, because he was planning to come and settle the matter, then we'll go back to the house. So he was calling my brother that let my brother choose between Saturday and Sunday, that he's coming to come and pick us.
This
Meanwhile,
Saturday and Sunday.
that was 2 months ago, or yes, a month or 2 months ago. So my brother traveled then. He called me and say my brother travel. Say when we fix date for you to come, he did not come. He send your son to come and represent you in a matter that concern me and you, that we don do like that. That in a family you suppose come say let us settle the matter. Since family cannot settle it, you have been insulting my people all along, calling them names and other things. So since my uncle and my family cannot settle, okay, let us, that's why I came here, so that let me know the way forward, because since he did not want to comply for family to settle the matter. So he now overnight, the children, he now came back, he now say, why did your uncle Emeka did not pick the call? I've been calling since, according to the children, I've been calling him, he did not pick the call. They said that they did not know because they are not there to know whether why he did not pick the call or not. He now started, I didn't know, maybe he bought phone for my daughter, the phone was so angrily that my brother did not pick the call, and they now bounced over on the children and started wahala with them. So he now chased them away from the house, collect the senior one phone from the hand, collect the laptop and seize it. They slept outside. They said they slept in the one church near us till daybreak, around this over around 9. So they stayed around whether he
And
would
they
go
are
for,
both less than 18.
yeah, they are both less than 18. So they now call me say, mommy, see what is happening. I say, okay, no problem. And now direct them, because there is no phone with them. And now direct them. And now tell my brother is well now. So I now said, I cannot leave this matter like this. I need to take it to this place. And my brother will be following you people up in the
It's okay.
Facebook. So that's why I am here, because now they want to go back to their school. So so that he will know that they want to go back to their school. Let him do the necessary thing that they require
How many kids do you have?
for.
What are you are talking about two, or you are talking about the four?
The four, two is with me. Two are with me.
So how long you have stayed with your parents, your family?
It's going to a year now.
A year. Your husband owns the church, or he's ministering under somebody's church?
It's not they just ordained him. He was pastoring there before he now left the place.
So both of you, are you guys in one church, or
Yes.
none of you worshiping in any church?
We worship in that church before and I left where I am worshiping.
So you worship in different church,
Yes.
and your husband worship in different churches. So where are the kids now?
Yeah, with me.
In your village?
No, here in Lagos.
Here in Lagos. So the incident that took you, the issue that took you to your family has not been resolved,
No, it has not been resolved.
and you left because he was beating you.
Yes. Because even look at this place, it's a result of the beating. It gave me serious mark.
What is that?
His plate, that was when I served him food. He now carry, he said that
Can you speak loud?
he said that the soup get soured. I taste it, the soup is not sour. With the annoyance, say that the soup soured. So he now carry the plate and poured it on my face.
Did you people cut before you married, or you just find yourself and married?
We cut.
How many months or how many years?
We cut like 3 years.
Eh?
3 years.
3 years, and you took him before he married. Did you get pregnant before he married?
No,
You did marriage.
we do the, though I've born, I did not, yes, I've delivered children before he now come and pay my bride price.
Okay, when you were living with him, that you were having children for him, or when you were courting him for 3 years before he eventually come to pay your dowry, did you notice that he's a hot-tempered person? or is a soft or a patient person? What did you notice
By
about him?
by then he's I notice a hot temper person.
Hmm?
I notice it, but not all that much as in now.
Not that much.
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Ubon. Are both of you from the same place?
No, I'm from Delta place, he's from Akwa Ibom.
Akwa Ibom. Okay. Let's hear you. Can you please respond to our question?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon.
I really appreciate your efforts given to me.
Thank
This privilege to speak. So thank you. Say God bless you. The Bible said, by the truth, it will make you free. So I believe in the truth, not about the truth. This marriage was 17 years old.
17 years.
Yes. The
Let
first,
us speak out because they can also listen. You can take more of it. Okay.
I'm not the one this time. I was moving with her the first time. As in courtship, I noticed that she was a woman that has chains of men around her. I was a member of the people that she has as among the men. You know, I decided that now look at her, maybe let us just be boyfriend and girlfriend. I wasn't agreed to marry her. Truly, wasn't agreed. There was intention to marry her. It was when I noticed that when I met her, there's one boy that Grand Pepe in Aliken Market. He's an handicap. He has a spin. He was going out with that man. He was going out with me. He was going out with a lot of people. Understand? I look at her because she was a breadwinner of her father's house. You know, so I was just okay. Because we were friends. After a while, they came out with a pregnancy. He said, I'm the pregnancy.
Sorry?
He came out with a pregnancy. He said, I am the pregnancy. I said, we don't do things like this. So I started arguing with her. It's not that way. I don't think I'm not prepared for this. He went and met my father. Talked to my father. Told my father the pregnancy belongs to me. I told my father. My father said, parents sometimes when they know that, parents, old men those days, when they heard that the child has given a pregnancy to the guy has pregnant a woman, they would say they must marry that lady. That was how she came in to the family. She born that child, and the day she was about to put to birth on that child, she was having a very serious labor. I called the father and told the father that your daughter is having a very serious pain to put to bed. I'm just trying to give the genesis of this matter to the father. Now told me, if anything wrong with my daughter, I will hold you responsible. It's okay. So sorry, sir. Forget about it. I hand over the situation to God. So the doctor wanted to put operation, yes. And I told the doctor, I don't have the money to pay. And I told the doctor, I don't have the money. And truly, I did not have the money to pay. And I told the doctor, go there. Almighty God will do his work. She will put to bed. With the faith I have in God, God surprised me. She put to bed. She was safe. The baby was safe. And the enemy was ashamed. After the whole issue now, my mother came all the way from my mother came the day of that. My mother came all the way from Ajebule because she was living in Ajebule with her auntie. But they know that they don't have money, and I was not prepared to marry. They came and carried her. I went to my uncle to borrow money to pay her hospital bills. My mom came to carry her with the baby to her house. She stayed with my mother over there for a very long time, about 6 months. They were taking care of her with the child. After that time, they came back home. I was living in a site, a building that was a site. There was a site, an empty land owned by somebody. The man that I was working with, the man said I should just go and stay there because of our situation. So I went to stay there, and we just arranged things there to stay. So I was living there. When she came back from my mother's house, with that baby. The baby was just less than 1 year. He was staying with us.
That's supposed to be the boy child.
And that's the boy child, the first child. So the baby was in the house with her. We staying. So I started struggling. I was hardworking right from time. I did car wash. I washed motor just for me to survive because I cannot beg. I do labor work just for me to survive because I cannot beg. I do conductor just for me to survive. I cannot beg. I do all sort of jobs just for me to, apart from armed robbery, apart from picking pocket, apart from touting. But anything that has to do with working with strength to make money, I will do it just for me to survive. So after the whole issue now, when she came back to the house, she stayed with me, and I'm the guy that and now there was a younger sister of her, the one that followed her direct, had similar problem with her husband. He gave birth to 4 children to that man. Then they have similar issue. The lady ran out of the house. She and the brothers, other sisters, they were fighting the man, taking the man to welfare. The man will go to the rent the house for the lady here. They will go again, they will dragging the children from the man. So when I look at it, that's okay. The man now got tired, and the lady began to suffer on the street by sleeping on the street.
The lady or the guy?
The lady, the sister of her, began to suffer on the street with 4 children because she refused to render those children to the man for proper care of.
Okay, yeah. The lady's relationship with her ex or her husband, does it have anything to do with this very case we're treating?
I'm trying to bring in where
Because I would not want you to bring somebody's privacy.
I want
The
to.
except it has something to do with the victim and what she complained.
You see, it has something to do with it. Which problem we are facing now. No, I now ask her, let us bring that girl.
Sorry, can you speak up?
I now ask her, let us bring that girl home so that she can have a proper place to stay instead of her being harmed on the street with those children. Because the children were so small. We're tracking them like somebody don't have a home. So she brought those children to the house. When she brought those children to the house, and I went to where I was working, borrowed money. I borrowed 30,000 naira. No, 50,000 naira. I borrowed from Oga 50,000 naira. I told them, her and the woman and the sister to be doing plantain chip business. She went the first day to buy the plantain. She did not buy it well. They went and sliced it, did not bring that profit. And now the one that remained with me, I first of all give them 30,000 naira. The one that remained with me, and I took it to the market myself. I bought the plantain. That was when they started this business. They work. At the end of the day, both of them run down the business. When sister will go to market, we come back and say people are owing her. That was how they run down the business. She now ran away from the house. You understand? She now ran away from the house to my mother's place because of the business has run down. She ran away to my brother's house. Now asked me from there that I should chase the sister away from the house. And I told her that me, I cannot chase your sister away from the house. So you are the one that owns your sister. You have the right to tell your sister, Madam, leave my house. I'm tired of you staying with us. He now told me, he now sent his brother to come and tell me to leave. Even the father was calling me concerning that. Everybody was calling me because I said, I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I'm not as wicked as such to chase a woman with 4 children without a home. I cannot do that. If you chase this woman away, where is she going to stay? That's number one. That's how you chase her that it's a problem person, which is that. I cannot do that.
Was she having problem with her sister then in your house?
They were not having problem.
And she just asked you to send
chase her away. But me, I cannot do that. You understand? What the thing happened that it didn't happen that there was a time the sister now begin her own bring her own self. What happened? There's something that wrong. It's like in the house, something like that with the neighbor. And that's okay. Let everybody give way. So when I got time, I said, let everyone now give way. The sister now said she cannot leave the house. Either for her to leave the house, me, I will leave my house. It's okay. Why? Before I know, the sister called his brother, Emeka. This brother has gotten, this guy Emeka has gotten an armed robbery case in East Island Avenue. where they rob somewhere.
No, let me help you because we have other case to attend to.
I want to
You've
go. This is
lost
Emeka.
it,
The person
because
that
I want
discussing.
you to go straight to the point.
Uh.
The issues you are bringing in, I don't like that.
Uh-huh.
You always want people to go straight to the point.
Mm.
You heard her complaint. I want you to touch straight to her allegation that you beat her with cutlass, you chase that from the house, you throw the kids out and all that.
Let me come.
Just go straight to the point so that we can attend to you. I'll be able to attend to that.
Okay, fine. So when it happened like that, she came back. She had been packing things out of the house. So there was a time she stole my money of business when I started getting jobs. When I packed to Lekki, started getting jobs. She carried my money most of the time and moved away.
How much?
And it was almost dead about 100 plus. We were supposed to be paying workers. She carried her money and moved
Can
away.
you speak up? You're not talking to me.
I mean, she carried the money and went away. When I went to the family house, I asked the father, where is she? They said they don't know where she is. Where's my children? They said they don't know where she is. I begin to find this woman. Find her. I will not see her. She did that thing. First one. It is the second time. Whenever she goes, she will spend 3 months. Whenever it is the second time, 3 months. 4 times, 3 months. I still forgive her. 4 times, I still forgive her. You understand? 5th time, I forgive her. The 5th time, she even went. The brother rented the house for her. They could not give her money to feed. She was dying in hunger with the children. People around the community now called me and said, okay, your children are dying here. Come and see you. And now went there because of the children to rescue them, bring them back home. You understand? This 7th time, it was last year Christmas. I was sleeping. Last year on the 13th of Christmas, I was sleeping. I wake up in the morning. I don't see her in the house with the 2 children. On the 13th of December last year, that I met this year, I wake up in the morning, Monday morning, in the morning I did not see her at home, making the 7th time. You understand? She has packed the children, packed all her belongings in the house, and left the house. Then these two, the two grown-up ones were in school. They got admission same last year, November time. They went to school. So they were in campus. The rest 2 that was with her, she packed those 2, run back to where she went to. When I stay a week and I begin to look around, whether she's around, begin to ask whether she's around, ask people from the market she said, why she's around. They said they did not see her. You know. So I stayed for a week and I called the uncle. I said, good afternoon, sir. Please, I have not set my eyes on my wife with 2 children. No. She's not in the house. The man now called me. When do you see your father-in-law last? That was the first question the man asked me. When do you see your father-in-law last? I said, I do travel. Sometimes I spend so many time outside the state, come back, a few times in Lagos. But last year I met my father-in-law. I think I set 2 homes. I bought him clothes, shoes, singlets, bought rice, bags of rice, buy them things. I think that's not the issue. He now said, he has not seen your wife. Go and look for your wife where he is. It's okay. I don't know where to look for her. And I waited. I called the brother Emeka. He said I should come. We should settle it. All the way from Asaba. I took a transport from Asaba, landed in Lagos, then went to the house. They sit me down. We begin to discuss. After the discussion, they now asked me, they will get back to me in 2 weeks' time. I went and stayed. 2 weeks, I did not hear any call. And that is how this people have been postponing this matter from that till now. The 2 children that came back from school, they were in my house. They would eat food. They would not wash their plate. They would not be able to sweep out. And they are grown-up ones. They were expecting me to be going to the kitchen to wash their plates and their clothes. I was talking to them. They get angry. They pack their load. I don't know where they are.
Read it and answer me.
Okay, yes.
I don't know where they are. They lost their phones. Their phone they stole their phones. They lost their phones. All their phones. They lost their phones. I don't know where they are. Today now, I saw my daughter with her today. Since 2 months, almost a month now, they left. So I now saw that girl with her now. I now called the girl and said, are you in this town? I've been looking for you. Where did you stay? He said the place she stayed does not have name. So okay, there's no problem. All is well. So I don't know, I've not done anything wrong with her. The area she said I use cutlass to beat her. I am not a madman to use cutlass to beat her. I will never do that. I'm just hearing her speaking, you know. So I'm not a madman. I've been taking care of my own. I train these children in private secondary school, private nursery school. There are 4 of them. 2 of them got admission in private higher institution and paid their school fees. You know, in my house, I bought food in bags for them to eat. The shop she was using, I bought a land. The land had an issue. The money was refunded to me. Use the money, we eat it throughout the money in the home, in the house, and now use part of the money. So please use all this money to get finished. Let me use part of it to give her something to do. I went and rented 2 local shops, 2 shops in the market square, joined them 2 together, do all the wrap inside, all the partitions, give her some money, sell this market. God will help you to sell it. You understand? She went there and she was doing this market, she was selling, getting to the stage whereby she gathered customer. She closed that shop. The money is gone. The shop is gone. Everything about that business is gone. And this is a business whereby she has gathered for so many years that she's supposed to maintain that business, to earn her living, to satisfy her living, and to part of contribution to the family. She can also do it. She closed the market, closed everything about that business. That I don't have any business with that. The brothers have been calling my father, his younger brother called my father through this matter. He called my father and said, your father, he said, okay, you are a very stupid man. That is why you have a grown-up child as stupid as me. That is what the brother called my father on phone. I feel like I call him testify. Call my uncle, threaten me in front of my uncle, said, if I like, let me run to a pit. He will come there and fish me out. He said that I am a very kind person. I would have reported him to a very senior higher office for threatening to life, for threatening of life. But I look at it that I'm not entitled to do that. And the battle I'm going to fight is not me that I'm going to fight it. It is God that will fight my battle. You know, so when I have the belief that something like that can be done, so why am I bothering myself by fighting physical battles? You know, so I look at it that maybe there is something wrong somewhere that the family need to put in place spiritually. You know, you understand? Because light and darkness can never go together. Whenever they come together, there must be a problem. You understand?
Who is the light?
I don't know. Yeah, I might be the light.
Why would you say so?
What I mean is that when
What
two
makes you
things,
think you are the light?
I don't know.
She can equally claim to be the light.
Anywhere can be the right. But I said, but you know that light and dark cannot go together.
So, in the essence, what did you want in this relationship?
As a pastor,
Did you actually marry her?
I married her. She said that you're not married her. She said that I married her, but she told me that I did not marry her.
You said before she started giving birth, you've not married her.
Mm-hmm.
After giving birth, you later paid her diary.
Yeah.
That is what she said.
That is married, Abby?
Yes.
Is that married?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I married her traditionally. I did a traditional marriage, but I spent a lot of money on it.
But at least you married her.
I married her, but she denied the marriage. He now told me that the parents were duping me. That was a 419 marriage. He told me that it was a 419 marriage.
Is there anything called 419 marriage?
That was the truth.
Did you go there with your family?
My father, I have the pictures here. I can bring it.
Just what say. Yes.
I have the pictures here. I can bring it for you to see.
Did you go there with your family?
The father was there. Everybody, my mother, everybody. My father was there.
Well, you paid bride price.
I paid our bride price.
So you married her.
I married her in the court also before I was ordained, because they need to get that certificate before my clearance for ordination. So I need to tender that certificate. So I married her in the court.
Okay, you married her traditionally and equally married her in court.
Yes.
So both of you have a solid marriage. Do you understand me, Mr. Ubon? I want to quickly touch what you said. I want to ask you one question. You said ever since you married her for 17 years, you have never beaten her.
You don't have issues.
Or you have not beaten her with cutlass?
I've not touched her with cutlass. No, I can't do that.
You've
How can
not
a
touched her
human
with
being carry cutlass and beat a fellow human being? If not a woman to the that's you cannot even use to a man, you don't use it for a woman. Madam,
Okay, what happened to her eye?
I don't know. I think that should be something that she has before, right from time. She came to my house with this. I don't know about this. I don't know about this too, honestly.
Your children were there too when their father was beating you?
Yes.
Eh? Which of them?
All of them.
So definitely they can testify that he has beaten their father have used cutlass on you,
Yes.
or normal beating. Madam, talk like
Yes,
I'm not
yes,
talking. I don't
yes.
know that. Drink water. The essence of giving you guys water is to drink water and have to drink water. I don't know why both of you are talking as if you are discussing family private life. Let me speak. I want to talk to both of you. This office represents peace. We introduce peace to marriage, to relationship. We mediate to ensure peace reign. But in the situation where we do not achieve the aim of having peace in the relationship, we will advise the parties to do the needful, and whoever will fail justify will stand on the right of that person to ensure justice is delivered to that person. When this lady was talking here, I don't segregate, and I'm not a gender supporter, because the right of everybody are to be protected in this office,
Yes.
be you man or woman, complainant or defendant. When she was talking, from the beginning of her statement till she end her statement, I believe there is no way, knowing you for 17 years, there is no way she wouldn't have known one bad thing about you or not, or one bad character in your family or not. In the whole family, you must have somebody that have one funny character or however. She started her statement, she summarized even well. I wanted her to summarize, because in marriage, if you are discussing issue in your marriage and you still hope for that marriage to be together, there is a limit to what you will say to an outsiders. If you have stayed and you still hope to stay in the marriage, or there are kids, and as an adult you should be able to have reservation, because you have had something in common with this person. And if peradventure this relationship is no more working out, it is more honorable for everybody to define the relationship, move peacefully without running down the other person or his or her family. It pays nobody. Whatever she says about you negatively, or members of your family today, might be something that people look at you and say, this is what his wife said about him. He's a humanizer, he's a thief, he's an armed robber, he's a fake pastor, he's this, is that. But she never says something like that. And know that she cannot make mention of something like that. She can't. Anybody can allege. You can allege wrongly, you can allege rightly, provided you have a proof of what you are saying. Then you start by saying how you met her. However, I think we have also seen some prostitutes, sorry to use this word, some ladies that lived on selling their body in one way or the other, that some of them have made a good housewife, that who married some of them can testify that there is no other best wife on this earth other than the wife they married. Nobody need to be condemned, nobody need to be judged by their past or present, because you don't know what led the person to that. The repentance of anybody's souls is by God intervention, not by you, myself, or by anybody's preaching. You can preach from now till tomorrow. If God have not touched the soul of that person, the person will not give his or her life to Christ. And this is a lady you've called your wife. You said you paid a lot of money as a dowry in her family. And this is this person that you knew from the beginning that she's a prostitute. Based on your statement, she was dating you, dating a handicap, dating a blind person, dating more than one person. And you see her that this person was not qualified to be called even a girlfriend. Talk more of calling a wife. Among all the decent ladies you saw there, you still stick to dating her, having carnal knowledge as in sleeping with her without condom or protection, until she took in and she said the child belongs to you. Who is to be blamed? Is it you that is the light that decided to associate with the darkness? And you know the darkness, she has always been on the streets and she can never stick to one man, and know that she's the most prettiest woman on earth, and she was not giving you money as in she was your financial pillar. You were hustling, doing all manners of things, but you choose her to be your wife. So do you need to come to the public or to this office to say this is how you met her? Absolutely no, if you really want to apply sense and maturity. We have seen people, ladies that were married to armed robbers, and the armed robber later repented. But in this, we are not even justify your statement that, of course, she was. Then the same person had a baby for you. After that, you confirm all this, you still went ahead, paid huge amount of money as a dowry, as an adult you are, for whatever age you were before you paid her dowry. I believe you were not 17, you were not 16, you were not 15, you were a grown adult, full grown man. So your parents won't have any reason to compel you to marry her if you don't wish to. Then you proceed by having one child with her. So if the first one was a mistake, you eventually marry because your father advised you. Then you still have the choice. You did not inherit her. It's marriage. You can decide to go out of the marriage. At least you have married her because your father said marry her. So what happened again? Second child, third child, fourth child. Both of you have wonderful 4 kids. For your age now, are you 10? Are you 12? Are you 30? Is she? No. So whom are you building this future to rely on, to retire to? These are the kids. Then for you to comfortably say you don't know the whereabouts of your kids, that you talk to them, they were not watching, that they pick their things and leave, as bold as you were speaking, either a pastor, a minister, or you are not in any way connected to that. Are your kids of 17 years, 18 years supposed to outgrow you on how to discipline them? Then you fail as their father, because we're in Africa, we're not in the Western world. Then if you have 17 years boy and 16 years girl, and you ask her where have you been, you caution them, or you scold them, then both of them picked their bags and left your house, and you were there and you could not stop them. Then since then, you did not know their whereabouts. Even if you have other kids out there are responsibilities you as a man you need to pick. If you fail your responsibility, is in fact is an insult on your part. She can't play a role of a father. She can't play a role of a husband. She can't play a role of a man in the life of those kids. So you have your own responsibility. It is what God has given to you. They are your kids. That if parents train their children in old age, they will be taken care of by their own kids. Those are the kids that you take care of when they were small. Then when you grow old, that your strength have waxed, no more strength, you rely back on the children to take care of you. And that is the benefit of your labor. So that statement is not really palatable to the ears at all. Then notwithstanding, whatever be the issue, You've been in 17 years marriage. What did you cancel your members in the church? Whereas you have not given any tangible reason why this marriage should break. She has not given any reasonable, serious reason. Apart from that, you said she alleged that you're beating her with cutlass, which of course I for once will not stand or keep myself in a marriage that a man will be beating me with cutlass. Anything could happen. And it's thought that you're supposed to have sorted out if you never wanted the marriage ever since, and now you still realize that this person don't deserve you. Sit down, iron it out, take care of your kids. She's still very young, let her move on with her life. And if you so wish you desire to have your family back, then do the needful. Apply for peace. Be reasonable in your cautioning, in your discipline and all that. There is no perfect man or woman out there. Everybody has his or her excess. The ability to manage the person excess is what matters, and that is the reason why you see people having 25, 30 years, 40 years wedding anniversary or marriage anniversary. They have their own hurdles. They have their issues. Your bishop and the wife have their own issues. Your co-pastors have their own issues. I am not perfect. So if you move from her and land in another relationship, the person might be pretending to you, but time will come, you will still see the real truth of that person. You may like her for sweeping the compound. You may not like her the way she cook. You may like the other person for sex satisfaction. You may not like the other person for honesty. Life and everybody's lifestyle differs, which you can't have A complete and you cannot have complete B. It's you that will have the choice of let me overlook this and take this. And that is how people live together. You as a man, you can offend yourself. You have offended yourself severally. Did you kill yourself? No. So, and every background, every family has a background. They have tradition, they have culture. You are from Akwa Ibom, she's from Delta State. You have different culture, and it is reasonable for both of you to respect each person's cultures and tradition. Before Christianity, tradition and culture was in existence. So if you married someone's daughter, however you meet the person and there is misunderstanding, she left the house to the family and you were called upon, or you called them, they told you, yes, she's with them. You go there. Is it not to find time? Go there. What is it? This is what I find her doing, and this is what my husband is
I've
doing.
spent 500,000 just to be for her.
To where? You declare
I
her
went to
wanted.
their place more than 5 times, 6 times that I've gone to that place.
Sorry?
I've went to their house, their father's house more than 5, 6 times.
You did not meet her?
This woman, they are just turning. They will take her at night, bring somebody out. That one collect money from me. That's how they do it too. It's not, you don't really understand
Madam,
this issue.
what's happened?
You don't really understand this issue.
Hold on. I learned that you have packed her from the house 7 times.
All is a lie. I've not, it's
How
still
do I
this
talk
beating.
lies?
It's still this beating. I've not packed up to 7 times.
No, how many times?
This one is 4th time because of the beating.
Okay, the first one you packed out.
It's beating.
Have you ever packed and rented apartment house?
Yes.
How long did you stay outside?
It's just like a month or 2.
You rent an apartment?
Yes. I do not, I've not even used it. Just a month. Yes, a month. And I left the place at Ijaba before she now came and beg, because that's how he has been doing. After the beating, I will go. He will still come and beg. My family will sit down and settle it. I will go back. He will
Madam,
start
this
all
woman
over
is not ready
again.
to stay.
He will
See,
start all
Don't
over.
interrupt her.
No, okay.
Don't do that.
So he will start all over again. Like now, when it's, that's why this one, and I said I cannot just pack my things, carry my bag that I leave the house and go. If you go to my house now, the traditional marriage picture, he has break it and carry my load away. My box is under the step now. As I'm talking to you, my box is under the step. So the issue of I'm not packing or packing is the beating. be beating. How can you be beating me? Look at every time beat, 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 beat. Assuming the picture of the beating where the blood was rushing is, I would have showed you. Everybody know in the family, they've talked and talked and talked. He did not want to stop. Sometimes he will show me, the other day he showed me picture of one lady of their tribe that he said he want to marry, threatening me that he want to marry.
Even if he's married and
Eh.
without touching you, it's even better than you can go ahead and marry with, and but you must treat the other person dignifyingly. But you have denied all the allegation. You've never beat her before, you've never touched her before, you never beat her with cutlass, you never touched her with anything. So would we should just believe you like that? This woman just wake up from bed and pack her things and leave the house.
The problem she has is not what she's telling you.
What is the
The problem she has is the brothers. She went to take care of her father. Understand? She went to take care. She left my house to be going there to be bathing her father. You understand? What she's telling you is
the mother is no more alive.
The mother is no more alive. She went there to take care of her father.
How can the daughter be
Because
bathing
the
her
brother,
father? You don't know that it's a taboo.
listen. Because the brother are outside the country. That on certain money is sent to the father. So
The
that's
question I want to ask you, excuse me, Mr. Ubon, do you still want this in life?
Madam, nobody on earth will like to destroy his family.
I just want
Let me say something.
a yes or no answer, please.
If she's willing to live like a mother that has gotten children in the house, she knows what to do. Not by cutting.
Leave her alone and answer me. Do you still want this marriage? You answer me a direct answer. Don't tell her if you want. Do you on your own still want this marriage with your kids?
That question is very hard for me to answer for now.
Okay, madam, what do you want so that we will know what to do about the rest?
Since he does me, I want the marriage to be settled. But since he does not want the marriage to be settled, let him take care of his children. Send them to school. Don't do the necessary things.
Are they not in school?
The two were about to go back to the school. So let him provide their list. The one that is with me, let them also let him pay their school fees and bring their food down. And find a house for
You've
us.
had what she said.
And find a house for
I
us.
was supposed to have sponsored them from school before. I never asked anybody to pay their school fees for me. I take care of their responsibility. The ones in higher institution, let them go back to school.
The other two
You
that
say?
is with
The
me,
one in higher institution, let them go back to school. I will still take care of their responsibility in school. I will still pay their school fees, give them feeding over there in their school.
Are they in boarding school?
No, the one in the higher institution. The one in the university, the one in the polytechnic, there are two of them in polytechnic.
Yes.
So those let us to go back to school. Then
They should go back to school with that money.
It's not money, they are paying money before they go back to school. They will, when they want to go back, they will tell me, I will send the money for them. I have the accounts. I open an account for them.
Okay, but do you know that you cannot chase a woman out of a marriage without compensation after 10 years? Because you are sounding as if because you are not giving me any reasonable reason. Because I just want to be polite with somebody. It's like
a woman has to be submissive.
Otherwise,
A woman has to be
you've not
submissive.
mentioned where she's not submissive.
She's not
I
submissive.
listened to your statement very well.
Let me come. A woman has to be submissive. See, the children go back to school. I will pay their school fees, take care of their responsibilities. Their responsibilities. The two with her, where they are living, I don't like the place. Look for a boarding school. Feed the children. I will pay their school fees, pay for their boarding school.
You can't chase them away from her. She's married to you. Till this moment, she's married
If
to
she
you.
wants to go to the house, nobody's chasing her away from the house.
Because if she said you have been beating her and want to know if you're actually beating her or whatever, then we can test it from today. Hence, you have already denied that you are not beating her. Because you did not tell her, tell us she's disrespectful. You've not said she have ever slapped you. You never said she have ever in anything. She made mention that even when you slept outside for 2 weeks, come back to the house and all that. You never made mention of that. You were busy saying she went to her parents, she backed out of the house 1 million times. If she's going out of the house 1 million times, are you not the one chasing her away with your character? Is she insane that she will just pick her bag and leave the house while her husband and her kids are there? Let's be reasonable. We're all adults here. Where you are living, are you living with your parents, your brother, or you rented an apartment?
I'm living with my brother. My father said So living with my parents, let's call it
Eh?
that. Living with my parents, my father.
Is your father ill?
No, it's okay. Only he's not seeing good. That he can go to the toilet, he can bath by himself. It's okay.
So who cook for him?
It's my brother wife.
Your brother wife is there.
Yes.
The only thing, if what you complain is that the man is beating you, who will stop him from beating you? He have no right to beat you. No man or woman have any right to beat each other. That is an assault. If you are having misunderstanding in your marriage, you can address it in a proper way, not by beating. You don't have right to beat your husband, to slap him, and he don't have any right to be beating you.
Probably if the man beat the man.
But you heard when I say she don't have any right to beat you. I say the same thing. Nobody have right to beat each other. She have no right to beat you, and you have no right to beat her.
Will carry somebody hand and put it in his man and bite it and break it. That is the man is correct. The man is
no. In fact, anything that have to do with domestic violence, engaging force on anybody, beating or pushing, is not allowed. You can sit down and iron your issues properly without touching the person. There are so many ways to engage somebody, to discipline person, not by beating the person. Nobody is anybody's child. Even your child get to a point you can't beat them. You advise them, you talk to them. You are somebody's son as well she's somebody's daughter. She's a mother, you are a father. And both of you have to reason it from that angle. No reasonable child will watch her mother slap her dad or insult the dad, or watch her dad beating up her mom. It's uncalled for. However, I'm still appealing. You've waited both of you, I don't even know. You heard what your husband said. Were you there when your daughter responded to him?
No,
That where he stays, to have no address?
no, I was not.
You were not there. If your daughter actually answered the dad in that manner, then you are not doing well as a mother. You can have issue with your husband, but you don't engage the children. Don't endanger the children's life by hypnotizing them or instigating them against their father. Whatever that is the issue between you and your husband, let it be between both of you as an adult. Don't bring any of your children in. I can't imagine a 16 years or 17 years child will tell the father, I don't know where I'm living. No matter what, there should be a consideration, there should be a respect. There should be a feeling that this person talking to me is my father, even if you have the child at young age. So if you have issue with your spouse, you will just have to you will instigate the children against the other person, that they will look at the person as if the person is nobody. It's not a better training, because at the end it will come back to you, even you that is training the child that way. The child will not have respect for you in the long run. What goes around comes around. If you train a child to disrespect the father, time will come, that child will insult you to your face, because that child don't know what it takes to respect parents. If you do that, or your child that is that too bold to respond to the father that way, is expecting the father to pick her school bills, go and learn how to be rude to the father in school. Is that what she was being taught in school? The same person that you are answering in a rude manner, when it gets to the time of paying your school fees, then you ask the same father to pay your school fees. Pay your school fees to be rude for whatever reason. And if they misbehave and the father asks them, go out of the house and chase them, can't they hold their leg and say, Daddy, please, we will not do it again. Daddy, forgive us. Children do it like that.
I was not there.
Many parents have chased children away and they cannot go, they will stay there be crying, and at long run their parents will just have a change of mind and bring them. So because you have left and they know address to where you are, they say go out of there, this one will hang his bag, the other one will hang her bag. That is wrong. That is too wrong. I want to see that your two kids, those that 17 and 16 year of you, I want to meet them. That's very wrong.
What is here?
It's not a proper upbringing of a child. Mostly African children. For what?
His son will call me for phone, say, Daddy, go choke you. Someone that I'm paying school fees, I'm working hard to pay his school fees. I'm working hard for him to live in school. You talk to me on phone, Daddy, it will choke you. What's the meaning of that? To choke me as how? When I was telling her, she was laughing. The children were staying with her, and she tell me that she doesn't know where the children is staying. And when she came here today with her, she followed her here today. I was asking her, Esther, are you in this Lagos? He said, yes. Where do you stay? He said, the place does not have name. In my present, in my face to face.
Call the daughter of this girl.
You know, there is no common truth. You understand? A child, you ask a child a question, they don't have a single truth from their mouth. When I was complaining to her that these children do not speak truth, she said it's a sign of wisdom. That a child could not speak truth.
But do you know that if your children watch you molesting their mother, throw this way.
Look at the way she dressed outside. Look at the way she dressed. Can you see a child that wants to be responsible?
What is this? That black stripe is called what?
Look at he dressed like her mother.
Excuse me. That black stripe is called what? Speak up now. I want to hear you clear. Eh? Bra what? Eh? Bra hands. Is bra what is bra? Bra is what? What is the usefulness of bra? Can you talk loud?
Inside.
Eh?
Inside.
I say what is
Look
the
at
use
the way
of bra?
you.
What is the use of bra? Bra is used for what? Why do you wear the bra? Eh?
To wear it.
Stand up and answer me. To do what?
To wear it.
To wear it with what? I say I'm asking a simple question. I thought you finished secondary school.
Yeah.
Why did you wear bra? What is the use of why did you wear bra? You don't know your reason why you wear bra as a woman. Eh? I thought I'm asking you. Did that look like your mother or your father? I'm asking you a question. You are keeping me quiet. I say, why did you wear bra? You don't know the reason of wearing bra. Why do you wear your bra? If I ask you to pull the bra, can you pull it? Why won't you pull it? Eh? Because of your breast. So you know bra, the reason why you wear bra is so you to cover your breast. Is bra, is it not part of your inner wear? Is bra your shirt? Is it dress? Is it t-shirt? Is bra spaghetti? So why do you have to wear your bra and the bra is showing? How come that you did not pull your trouser and let your pants be showing? When your dad asked you this afternoon, where were you if you are in Lagos? What was your response? What did you answer him back?
Said it was
Eh?
somewhere.
Somewhere. And the somewhere doesn't have address. Eh? You are a disgrace. A complete disgrace. And your mother is going to bring you and that your brother to this place. But she has failed as a mother. Not to feed children that matters in the life of children. If you train children that they cannot be respected, is the worst thing on earth. Because that can make you lose a lot of things. When you don't respect people, you can miss your destiny helper because you are not trained to respect. And if you don't respect your parents, whom else are you going to respect? Is it me? Is it me? Charity begins at home. You are following around with your mother because she's having issue with her husband. You are 16 years. How many years? 22, 24. You should have a relationship that they'll be asking you, who do you want to marry? Your mate, if you are wise enough, you advise your mother. You can settle your parents. Wise children, wise people of your age can settle. Wise, intelligent, brilliant children of your age can settle their parents. Daddy, please forgive mommy. Mommy, please forgive daddy. Daddy want mommy in the house. Please forgive him.
I believe she's smoking there.
That is how intelligent children parents use. Some
Smoking
mother
giant.
use their children to bring peace to their home.
Smoking there.
Not when your mother is going to Jerusalem, you follow him to go and testify against your father, or your father is going somewhere, you follow your father to go and testify against your mother. Then you are bringing curse upon yourself. Because both of them bring you to this world. If either of them curse you, you can't go scot-free. So you must be wise to keep yourself off from their issue. Because without both of them, you can't come into this world. And if you eventually come into this world through them, respect them and take your hand off from their issue. And if you are to be in at all, you have to beg. You have to beg. Beg mommy and beg daddy. Mommy, forgive my daddy. Daddy, why are you beating mommy? If at all you've ever witnessed your daddy beating mommy, daddy, I want to see you. Go to his room. Kneel and cry. I feel ashamed when neighbors will watch that you are beating our mother. You can cry to your dad. If he started again, you can go and stand in front of your father and hold your father. Not by challenging him. Go and kneel down and apologize to your dad for that kind of response you give to him. Go to him, hold him and apologize to him. Go close, go close, go close. Apologize to him. Hold him. It's your father, it's not your boyfriend. Apologize sincerely from your heart. Where is your brother? Can you talk? Where is your brother? At home where? Why did you leave? Why did both of you leave the house? I can't hear you, please.
We didn't leave the house.
Eh?
We didn't leave the house. So my dad had chased me out of the house.
When daddy chased both of you from house, why didn't you beg your dad?
So he chased me first. There was a time that he chased me first. I was even begging him that I don't have a place to go. I was begging him, but he did
She's
not.
a big liar, this girl. She doesn't have truth from her mouth. That's the problem I have with her, this girl. See her so. She's the one that corrupts other children in my house to be telling lies, this girl. Look at the way she's talking. She's a very big liar. And I don't tell lies. And I hate what they call lies. This girl, you are saying so. I'm only training her in school just for her to be enlightened. If she wish to be enlightened for their future. But this girl, see this girl there. I'm ashamed of you.
If you are wearing clothes, your bra
Just like this, follow your mother from the
excuse me, sir. You're supposed to have done that. If you are a calm man, you don't train children with harsh tone. You don't train children with beating. You don't throw children by throwing them out. Gone are the days. The wise one has so many ways of training your kids. If you are composed enough to bring in your family together, I don't think if this girl dressed even go naked today, you also will be blamed, not only the mother, because it's the responsibility of both of you to train your kids. When you wear clothes, your bra should be inside your body, right? Don't bring the hand of your bra out. That is indecent dressing. Do you want your dad and your mom to come together? I'm not talking to deaf and dumb. I'm talking to somebody that can talk. Eh?
Yes.
You want them to come together. Since your mom have been out of the house, have you ever asked her to come back to the house?
Before mom left the house, after mom left the house, when I was still in school, I used to call her, I used to tell her she can be with us. I used to tell her that she should that they should try and settle the matter. Even though it was even me and that my brother that used to like say that they should try and settle the matter. If we go to my mother's family member, then the time that she come to next the other the next Saturday or anytime that they give me to come. So it's the other issue will come up and then you know call we will not show up, we will be shouting, then fight will not happen, we will not settle the matter. So the thing has been postponed since last year.
All of you will go back to the house. Do you understand me? Yourself, your brother, your mom, and the rest of your siblings will go back to your house, which I believe you want to go back to your dad, right? All of you need to go back to your dad. Am I right? Eh? I'm asking you, don't nod head. I just want yes or no from you.
Yes, ma'am.
Eh?
Yes, ma'am.
Madam, your your brother that you are living with, you still tell that your brother that we want the matter settled in our office. Do you understand me? And you people will place on counsel. There are areas which both of you need to be counseled, and also the children. Do you understand me? Well, there are so many things we may not want to talk on air, and we'll have counselors that will need to chip in. Not just ordinary counselors, they are also lawyers. They guide both of you how to live a relationship. His own responsibility as a man, how he need to manage his home. They need to tell him that you are mature doesn't mean you know what it takes to keep home. That you're a woman, you gave birth to 100 children, that doesn't mean you know what it takes to keep home. Do you understand me? So I believe there are some things that he may want to pinpoint, and there are some few things that he may want to talk off camera, which will be willing to resolve the matter amicably. And both of you sign an undertaking. If you feel you are disrespecting him, the area you are disrespecting him, they will tell us. Then we will guide you through on how to, because you can respond, you can give an answer to his question that sound rude. That is disrespect. You must not say you are a stupid man, you are an idiot to show that you are disrespectful. There are areas you disrespect man, and there are also areas that you as a man you disrespect your wife. No matter anything, no matter how you feel, anybody that you will call the person your friend or anything that will discourage you, not encouraging you to stay with your family, no matter the issue, that person is not your best friend. You need to cut off from the person. That brothers of yours is not a good friend. You need to cut off from the person. 70 years is not a year 7 months. 70 years is not 1 month 7 days. It's not 7 months, 1 day. 70 good years. You and this person supposed to be living like siblings. That both of you should have eye contact and discuss with each other without these children knowing. So it's a failure on both of you, not for one person. You have a duty to play in her life, and she also have a role to play in your life. And both of you have role to play in the life of these children. Then when you grow old, they begin to play their role in your life. But if you see the woman, she's evil, the girl is a liar, the boy is a thief, everybody, all your children, no one is good among them, then you are the bad person. Because everybody cannot be bad. So please, we'll give you people a date. We'll communicate with you via phone or telephone, so that we'll have a family reunion and have everything settled, and she will sign on the thing. Though that can be signed today, she have to respect you instead of for henceforth. Then the other aspect of business and all that, when we meet again, we cannot finalize. Then you write undertaking not to beat her. As you have said, you've never beaten her. Talk more of beat her with cutlass. You also undertake for us. Let them go back home peacefully. Then your kids, you bring them. Let us guide them on the proper way of how to respect their parents. Do you understand me? And how they will cut off themselves from the issue. Because even as far as both of you are living together until death part two, there is It's like tit and tongue. You must have misunderstanding, but don't escalate it. Do you get me? You can go out again. Do you have any other thing to say? Do you have any other thing to say? What is it? Please give me undertaking form. Undertaking form.
I want the brother to stay away from the family, our family.
No, don't worry. We will do that
Understand?
when we are
See,
done with
the brother and the uncle. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
The brother and the uncle, if at all, the brother and the uncle should stay away from it. If I have, I give. I don't have. It's
You
not
are
my
too
fault.
mature to manage yourself. Are you taking your complaint to your parents?
That's what he did now. When the
When
brother
we
was
meet.
insulting me, calling me a fool, you're a stupid man, like foolish. Like this.
Why is
Through
your
the-
brother insulting you?
That's through the settlement. If a year in a man will
This
carry
woman is
fight
supporting.
to the-
He's
I'm
supporting
not
his brother.
supporting.
The brother will insult me,
You
insult my
have to
father.
respect
I'm
your
gonna hear that.
in-laws.
I'm gonna look up.
You have to respect your in-laws.
But
You carry
it's both ways.
it's both
It's both ways. You have to respect your in-law. Does that mean it's one way?
it's
Your
both
family,
ways.
your brother should not bring himself. If you actually want, I'm not forcing into the marriage. You are the one that said you want. And if you want, you must be fully married and let your family take their hands off the marriage. You cannot bring your brother to be insulting your husband. Is that not disrespect on your own part? You have to respect your in-law. You have to respect your in-law. Don't you know your own brother is supposed to respect him as an in-law? You can't bring your family to come and be running your home now.
You know that secondly, in my place, if you man don't carry blood come up for your husband house, it's a very serious offense.
That is your place. Both of you have different tradition. So don't
Maybe
bring that.
they don't have that.
bring that. Then they don't. Then they will also tell you how much you will pay for beating their brother. Because if these children testify against you in court, that thing you are talking is nonsense. We are coming in to resolve the matter amicably as family.
If it's not, if it is not true, what would I do?
It is very true. I know it's true. You are just avoiding. I don't want to go into that. I don't want to go into that. I'm here to resolve and to mediate, not to use. I mean, not to come in with legal aspects. I'm here to mediate. If I want to come in that from legal aspects, you will not even like my judgment today. But I don't want to go into that because I want the family restored. I want peace. I want this family restored. You write your name here and your address, then you undertake not to beat her or use any form of hard object on her and you return back home. You see where there is name and address. There's another. You did not bring the other. I, Mr. So person of their both address hereby undertake this day, 2nd of December 2020. I need I want to write what is that?
I am Mr. Ubon
The name first.
of the above address.
You're supposed to have
I am Mr. Ubon of the above address.
hereby Undertake. This the second of undertake. This the second of. Go and look for that.
Okay.
Yes, go and look.
Undertake. These days, I mean,
Yeah, second of this. December.
second of
December 2022. Not to engage my wife in right and in any form of domestic violence, beating and what is that? Leave this place. Leave that place. Write your name and address. You continue to leave this place. This is not part of you. Write your name here and write your invitation to respect him and not to engage in any form of domestic violence, attack, beating, pushing, using cutlass or using any object. Not of a domestic violence.
and domestic violence. That's all.
What did you write it? You can read
Not
it.
to engage my wife on domestic violence.
E.g. beating, using hard objects, e.g.
I don't use it now.
Just write it there. At least, even if you know, at least you say you will not. That's what it is. I have other things to attend to, please. I should start.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you write? You have to say what you have to do.
So I, Mr. Ubon of the above address, hereby undertake these days, 22/12/2022, not to engage my wife on domestic violence, whether in any form of fighting in form of any other.
Beating, indicate it. It's not even a form of any other. Beating,
Hmm?
using any hard object. Write it then. I'm dictating, you write it. Now I'm dictating, you hang your hand. Then the next thing
Okay.
you're writing another thing.
Beating or
Comma, using any form, any hard objects. On her. On her. Write, say where the defendant, then you write your name beside.
what is this?
What did you say there? Is it not signed?
This is more than signing.
Let me see. It should be signed. Name, sign, and date. Continue with any mistake. No, we don't have paper to mistake. Continue, please. Don't waste my time. I have to attend them.
This place.
Leave that. Sign where there's complainant.
Sign that.
Complainant. and you disengage your family, your siblings from your marriage. Yeah. Don't worry, go answer your phone. I'll read this thing. Madam, are you defendant? Why
That's
are
what
you
I
doing all
didn't
this
mistake.
thing?
That's what I said.
Are you supposed to cancel it? What's your problem? Please write sign where there's defendant here. You can do this one. Sign where you see your complaint. Where is it? See the complaint. Nobody's sibling is a source of help. If you have a sibling, you're having misunderstanding in your marriage, they should come into respect and to mediate, not to cause more problem. Nobody have any right. Where is their care? Yeah, fine. And give me their file. Why are you taking it from me? You can't. That creates more problem. If the brother-in-law, if your brother-in-law is calling you and insulting you, or the sister-in-law calling you insulting you, you will not be comfortable with that. So you don't do that. Mind your business. You are both adults to resolve your issue. And if they are to come in at all, they should be reasonable. They will escalate the matter and they will still go on and continue with their own marriage.
Me, I don't even want them in my house. Make them stay in their own.
But take it easy. This world no belong to you. Your condition is becoming unbearable for me. You stop that, please. Stop that.
Nobody.
If the family say they are coming to your house, when are the kids going to school?
On the night. Night.
Because of the kids, the people counseling will be on Monday by 12 o'clock.
Me? Me?
Both of you.
I'm traveling now. A very serious.
You're traveling to where?
Abia State.
You're traveling to Abia State. When?
On Tuesday. After
When?
Tuesday.
I said Monday, I never said Tuesday. I said on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. You can go through this. Then that day you will come with the kids. Alright, thank you viewers for being with us. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, Access to Justice TV, and follow us on our Facebook page, for Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice at Local Center. We'll be back in a moment. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.